Hello dear Ronins, welcome to Ronin Hood. Today, an amazing episode about a big subject, the Jin Sakai sword set. So first he has a wakizashi on his back on the ghost armor, and especially is my favorite one on black and white. So we will show these two ones. So he has a wakizashi on his back, and it is technically practical. You can do it, and we will see that on next episodes. So we can see that if we take a closer look to what he's wearing two kunais on his chest, a katana on his side with a tanto, and a wakizashi on his back. So this is really interesting, and really more interesting that it just looks, because you can see that the tanto is a weapon for closer attack, like when he's making the smoke bomb, like we have already seen it in the last episode. He has a katana because he needs to face the longer sword of the Mongolian, and he has the wakizashi on his back, like I probably think shinobi in real historical feudal times were using, because on your back, like we have already seen, it's the only way for climbing safe. But we have also seen that if you have a sword on your back, you can't roll. So what I think is the first thing that is interesting, a tanto would be really nice for real shinobi. Having a wakizashi look to be the more hypothetical real life shinobi historical situation. So I don't think, this is my pre-answer, I don't think ninjato really existed or has really existed. So I think this is an Hollywood and a fantasy creation, maybe from Japan and Hollywood, or both, after Second World War. So I think ninjato doesn't exist because it doesn't cut so well. We will see that in next episode. And second, you can draw out also with a katana on your back. We will see that in next part of this episode. But the first thing is, if you have your shinobi wearing double sageo ninjato on your back, like he's making it on Ghost of Tsushima with the wakizashi, you have three ways to wear it. First way, you already know it from the climbing sword episode, with a row position on your back, but you will have obstacles horizontally with your ninjato or your wakizashi or your katana on your back. Second, this shinobi way of wearing it with the saya in your belt. So this is the row position. There is the shinobi position in the belt. It's the same, but with the saya in your belt, so it stabilizes better, but you just can't draw back on back position. So that was the number 2 for back position. And you have the number 3, this one, that is really interesting. This is, I think, the best hypothetical position that they were using if they were climbing on a wall. This is a position where you can switch with a katana or a yaito or a wakizashi or a ninjato. So no matter what, I think they were using a katana or a wakizashi because they shouldn't pretend to a special identity, because they were hiding their identity for making spycraft. So you just can't swing on the branches if you don't have your katana on your side, like we have already seen it on the rolling with a sword episode before, and you can't roll. So rolling is really important in swordsmanship because you can avoid sword attack, like kesageri, for example, or an arrow or a tsuki attack. It can be really interesting if you have many opponents, or just if the attack is too strong and you can't block it and you just want to counter, like we do in swordsmanship in Iaido, battodo, or ninjutsu. So here I can switch in 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and everything that takes more than 1, 2, 3 is not usable on the field of battle or in a feudal situation. So here I can draw back, I can roll, I can climb. 1, 2, 3, and it is on my back. So the only thing that I have is not to be attacked when I'm switching. 1, 2, 3, it's done. It's a simple Sageo knot all around my neck and my shoulder. And I can wear the katana on 3 ways. Even here we will use it on just 2 ways. The only thing with a katana, not like I'm doing it right now, I have to respect the curve of the blade, because if I don't do it like I just do it with the yaito, I could cut the saya and hurt myself. So this is really more difficult with a katana size length of the blade than with a wakizashi. Wakizashi is so simple, so easy, and it's a bit more complicated with a ninjato, but really doable. From my personal experience, climbing with a katana size length of the blade is too long, because I can be blocked by the obstacles of branches or trees or everything, so I prefer the length of a ninjato or a wakizashi. I think historically, like they are saying in Nindo channel and other specialists of ninjutsu and history of samurai and ninjutsu thing, the more hypothetical thing, like they are saying in the shoninki, is that they were using wakizashi when they were on the road, because it's shorter, lighter to wear, and easier to use. Even it's too short sometimes for blocking a long blade of a katana. So we can see that it's doable with a katana on your back, but it's a bit complicated with branches obstacle on your back position, because it's too long after you left hip. So I have to turn with my switching position, be aware of the thing, and just roll if I want, and swinging all around the branches. So this is really interesting for this third back position. This is my favorite one. In 1, 2, 3, boom, ready to climb again. So I'm just turning around the branches, stabilize my weight and center of gravity with my leg, and I'm ready to make a jump sword, or just to jump and then to roll with a cut, or just rolling all around the sword like they do in Yaido or Shinobi ninjutsu. Boom, I cut a leg, and boom, I strike back for the second opponent. So for me, the 1, 2, 3 switching is the best. And you can wear it like Duncan MacLeod if you want, Highlander movies, or in The Last Samurai you have some Ronin that were wearing the katana not on the side, not on the back, but in the middle way, just under the shoulder, like if you have a coat. I can avoid making a cut and just striking back the second opponent into move. Shiburi, Noto. 1, 2, 3, ready to climb. So I really think this is kind of a closer answer to what they were maybe doing when they were climbing as shinobi. Shinobi were samurai with spike craft mission and job. They were not like mysterious guy in the country. So you can see all around the description all my references on my first research about what they were really as samurai mission shinobi skill men. And here we have a big answer on switching all around the branches, rolling with a cut, and then striking back the second opponent. So this is my proposal. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I see you soon on the next one on Ronin Hood.